Welcome to my channel, fellow car enthusiasts. This video is sponsored by none other than Eurocharged Minneapolis. I have questions quite often about where I go for maintenance and aftermarket modifications for the GLA 45 and the Audi A4. Eurocharged Minneapolis sets the bar high with 5-star customer reviews. They are the best when it comes to serving customer expectations while providing the best possible customer service to our community. Honesty and fairness is a top priority with Eurocharged Minneapolis. They are upfront on repairs and won't oversell a customer on anything. One thing I think is really cool about Eurocharged Minneapolis is that all of the employees have a passion for cars and the sport. So whether they're with their team or with customers, they always value everyone as family. They also always strive for perfection. So whether it's just a regular oil change or a complete engine build, they want to make sure that you're happy from beginning to end. So don't forget to check out their Instagram and hit them up if you have any questions. Let's get to the video. What's up, YouTube? Thank you for checking in to Savage Exotics. Today I got a great video for you. If you haven't already checked it out, I have done a video on the APR Stage 1 tune on the A4. If you haven't checked it out, I recommend you do before you watch this video because it'll explain exactly why we went Stage 2. I'm super excited to do this video, guys. I've been excited to do it for a while. I've done my review on the GLA 45, the Stage 2 on this one. Eurocharged did that as well. They also did the TCU tune on this. So this is my girlfriend's car. Her name's Anna. She got it wrapped purple recently. We got the front end redone. The whole front end of this car was actually crushed in. A truck had hit her. It was pretty horrifying. Got it all finished up. Got nice honeycomb grills on the front. We've also got new wheels for her as well. Those are coming soon. These are her winter wheels. We can't put the other ones on just yet because it's still so ice cold out. Right now it's about 9 degrees Fahrenheit. Still pretty cold. I did forget we did take one resonator out just so it could sound a little bit better. It's still not very noisy until you step on it. And then again, it's still, honestly for me, it's not loud enough. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start it up. Very normal startup.
Waiting to pair.
So we're gonna start off with some basic driving. Completely normal. The sun is super bright today. And I hate sunglasses. Something I noticed right away with this tune compared to the Stage 1 APR tune was during my normal driving, 40 miles an hour, when I would press the throttle ever so slightly, the Stage 1 APR tune would throw you back in the seat, and it was very uncomfortable to drive when you were just trying to relax and be calm. The Stage 2 Eurocharged tune fixed that issue to where I don't feel uncomfortable driving the car anymore. It's very comfortable going from a stop, going 40 miles an hour. And I noticed as well it likes to stay in a gear. It's very comfortable. It drives normally until you step on it. Like I mentioned earlier, this car has only a resonator delete and the downpipe to go with the tune. When it comes to noise, it's not as loud as I would like it to be. I'd like to maybe take out one more resonator and see how it goes from there. So this car without a tune is very sluggish. It's, from a car enthusiast standpoint, I generally didn't enjoy the car when it wasn't tuned, and now honestly I can say that it's really fun to drive, and I want to drive it every day, all the time. So I put it into manual mode. Now it's really cool to see how a car this age and how just an ECU tune can really change around the feel of the car and make it feel like something more dynamic, something that is a lot more interesting to drive. It gets down from a stoplight. My GLA 45's tune has burble added into it. This one does not have burble added into it just yet. I will be making a separate video of when they do add the burble file to it, as well as upgrading the exhaust to give it a little bit more noise. So I just moved the car from drive into sport mode. It jumped from 1500 RPMs at 40 miles an hour to 2100 RPMs. Let's see the response of it when I put the foot down. A lot faster, a lot faster. So the reason we went to Eurocharged instead of sticking with the APR tune is that the APR tune was cheap. I was impressed with the amount of power that it gave to the car, and it was cool to see what a stage 1 tune could do for the vehicle. But we wanted to also add a little bit more noise. We wanted to give it a little bit more oomph, and going to Eurocharged, they made that happen. I'm gonna shift it back into manual mode here, manual mode, and we'll get it from a 40. I love how you can hear the turbo spool as well. I think that's really cool. You couldn't hear that when this car was stock. Downshift. Oh, it gets down. The tune isn't very expensive itself. I think it was about $1,000, and it only took them about a day to get it done. And that also includes the exhaust work as well that they did. So driving on the regular side roads, very comfortable, not jerky like the APR Stage 1 tune was. Let's go ahead and hop onto the highway and see how it feels on the highway. Oh yeah, she gets onto the highway real nice. Putting it back into drive, I had it in manual mode getting onto the highway. I noticed the shifts aren't incredibly a lot faster, but I did notice sometimes when you're on full throttle, the shifts it does really kick in a lot quicker. Now, if there is one thing I can say with this vehicle is I would seriously like to get a TCU tune to kind of help with the 0-60 times, help with the quarter-mile times, as well as help speed up the shifts. Now, just like the side roads, the highway is very comfortable when I'm trying to be calm, but the second that I put it into sport and kick it down, the car's moving, and it is moving fast. For an Audi A4 of this age, this thing just frickin' goes. We drive this vehicle in the snow. It has no issues. It's very good any kind of wet or dry conditions. The tune does not affect any of it. I would really like to see what they can do if I switch to E85. That would be pretty cool. So I asked Eurocharged how much power they think this car is making down, since we haven't put it on the dyno yet. Eurocharged Minneapolis says 275 horsepower and 310 foot-pounds of torque would be stage 2. If we were to upgrade to stage 3, that could up it, depending on supporting mods, and of course big turbo, it would up the power to 350 to 400 horsepower and 375 to 450 foot-pounds of torque. That's an incredible difference just with a big turbo. And the age of this vehicle. This vehicle's made in 2010, guys. That's amazing. At the end of the day, this car has a lot of extra power, it feels like. Can't wait to get it on the dyno. Thank you so much, Eurocharged Minneapolis, for making this car the way it is now. Very excited to see what we can do to it in the future. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. A lot more videos to come on the Audi and the GLA as well. As the weather gets warmer, we'll be uploading a lot more. Thank you to everybody who watched this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Put in a lot of work to these videos to make sure that they're higher quality than the last video.